Good afternoon. My name is Danny Mahan, and today I'll be explaining how the movie Jumanji shows several leadership styles, but specifically two, and get into detail about what those are and what those mean. So, the first topic, or I guess the first character I would like to get into, and the one that I initially just think of when I'm thinking about the movie, would be Bethany's character, which is also played by Jack Black within the movie. So, one thing I did recognize was that Bethany had a lot of likability as well as attractiveness, and she also cared about her reputation, which could closely refer to referent power, which uses power derived from attractiveness, reputation, or likability. We seen that happening within the movie when initially she was upset because a dude didn't like her post, but also too, she also trained Martha to flirt when it came to their safety and them being able to get on the aircraft. What Bethany ultimately displayed will be charismatic leadership, where leaders rely on their charm and persuasiveness to inspire and energize their team. It allowed Martha to feel a strong personal following and allow her to basically go ahead and get that confidence. And what that ultimately tells us about group dynamics in the real world is that sometimes we can simply inspire each other to go ahead and reach a certain goal. And I think that mutual inspiration or that motivation that is between a person can really help the personal dynamic and the group dynamic. Another character, Anthony, which could also be Fridge, character played by Kevin Hart. Throughout the movie, I can say that he was kind of a butthole to Spencer. But one thing that I did recognize was that when Spencer was having a terrible time kind of connecting with who he was within the game and who he wasn't within that reality, which was himself, he was that type of encouragement to him. And I think that's really what Spencer needed at that moment, because at that point, Spencer had all these muscles, but was genuinely scared when they first got into that reality. And I think Anthony, being there and also pep talking Spencer about being brave was very, very significant in not only building their relationship, but also too showing Spencer that this is something that you can do or whatever, even though you don't feel like you could do it. Dude, you can be brave. I believe that he was not only a servant leader, which is a leader prioritizing the needs of their team and empowering and supporting, but I also too believe that he displayed coaching leadership, which is very significant because within the real world, Fridge was this person that a lot of people, were assumingly, cool with or whatnot because he was on the football team. And he used that to his advantage or whatever. Whereas Spencer was kind of this dorky person. And although those roles were not semi-changed, but, where Spencer was that popular buff dude, it seemed like he needed that pep talk to be brave within that world, because they really needed that. He was ultimately a supportive leader, which ultimately shows concerns for members and in their emotional states. What this shows us about the real world is that, as a leader, we should prioritize those that are around us and the emotional needs of the team to get to the ultimate work that we're going to have to put in as a group dynamic, which is something I admired about Fridge and him kind of switching up for a little bit and putting aside his ego and stuff to go ahead and talk to Spencer in that way. This concludes my group discussion assignment. Thank you.